What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So, this is the Tiger 1 replay that I brought up in the last video I had. So, this game was... honestly, I don't remember how the beginning starts, but the main highlight of this game is at the end of the game. So, little backstory quick is I've been playing the Tiger 1 again because, well, it is the tank that honestly brought me to this game, because I mean, who wouldn't be excited to play as the Tiger tank, you know, in this vehicle of World War II, right? And now, I will say, when I first started and played this tank, man, it was so bad, right? It was, it was underperforming. Everything was better than it. It died so fast. You did not enough damage. Like, it was mediocre. Well, anyways, I rebought it, and I was playing it, and then I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna 3-mark it, because I like the Tiger. I've always liked it. It's always had that soft spot in my heart. So, I ended up 2-marking it. I don't think it was this game, but it was, yeah, I 2-marked it, like, yesterday or something like that. So, they spot the LT my buddy would push down to the middle, and I'm trying to get a shot, but, you know, this G-Sword literally will not move, like, consistently in front of me, so, you know, it's like, whatever. I'm pretty sure I back off. I think I go to the bridge for a little bit, but pretty much nothing. Like I said, nothing major happens at the start of this game. It's kind of like the standard gameplay on Mountain Pass, you know. The only thing is I was not going to push the south in a Tiger because, well, although they did buff the gun and all that a little bit, your armor's still straight up dog poo-poo, right? So I'm not going to go fight against a IS and tier 8 mediums and all this and that when they can just easily waltz through my armor. So I played a little bit safer, I would say. But, you know, we're just making our way to the bridge here. I'm trying to remember how this battle goes. So right now, yeah, I was gonna push across the bridge to take the initiative and land, or take the ground, so that way our team has more room to play. Luckily, I take that SU heat round to my track, because you'll see right here, he has to die, right? So like, I'm not gonna stop. So, good hit from our Artie, making him one-shottable for him. But I mean, I would have been able to kill him regardless if Artie hit him or not, because of the reload of this tank, which is a 6.4 seconds, I believe. It's not showing up on the screen now. Maybe it's just because I can set up the replays that way, but I'm pretty sure mine's down to a 6.4 seconds and it's a 280 alpha, and it's got good, I think it's like 203 standard pen, which is really nice. So, like, if that first shell would have actually penetrated my tank, I would be in a very bad spot. But since it only hit my track, and then alternatively I only took the 658 damage, it's not too bad. Like, I still have half my HP, so I can still make a pressure here without having to pull off. So one thing is I did come over here alone, which is kind of chancy. Like, if you were looking at I don't even have the AMX supporting me because he's making red play going back to the base to defend it. And this ISU was trundling down that thing, full HP. And, well, my repair kit finally comes so I can fix my engine. And I was kind of worried that he would shoot me in the turret there. Because, well, he's got a big gun that can overmatch, and the Tiger's shooting PHEs. And huge thank you to my platoon mate, actually, because after he died, he was giving me all sorts of different information that I needed. And this Tiger with the HE literally won't stop. So, you know, good old game of Ring Around the Rosie. The Tiger dies and gives a massive amount of spotting, which is super nice, especially since, you know, I'm trying to mark the tank. Now, I could have probably aimed that, and I could have tracked him, but to be fair with you, my heart right now was beating extremely fast, and my hands were shaking, and I didn't even do that much, but, you know, when I'm getting chased by a tank that could one-shot me, like, I'm okay. And thankfully the Challenger comes, so now it's just the basic old pretend to poke so he looks at you so your teammate can shoot him, and you just keep doing that. I track him so that way I can get more assistance. And now that puts us at 1600 damage, 1600 assists, so we're at 3200 combined right now. And in order to remark this tank, I think you only need about 2700 combined, so it's not a very hard tank to remark. But now I'm looking at the map and I'm like, okay, our base is gone, right? So I have to go that way. But we survived this UDES, so, you know, one thing this tank does not have is depression. So now I'm sitting here trying to find ways to hit him, and I'm trying to be conservative of ammo, even though I don't really need to be, so I think I'm just trying to high roll here with the HE, and, well, I auto-aimed into his gun, so it didn't quite kill him. And right here, that was another misplay. That should have been an AP round, so I could have cleared him out. I honestly don't know how I did not die there, to be completely fair with you. And the RD is spotted behind us. Oh my gosh, it leaves us on 12 HP. I rushed that shell, but, you know, the gun stats on this tank aren't horrible, so I figured it would probably go in. Well, it doesn't. So the RD comes up while we're hitting UDES. Leaves us on 12 HP. And now it's like, this RD can splash next to me, he could splash in a whole nother postal zone and probably kill me. So, if you thought my heart was beating before, man, it is going crazy now, and my platoon mate was literally keeping me sane here by giving me tips and keeping me, you know, I don't want to say awake, but reality checking on what I should do, because as you'll probably see, I didn't know what to fucking do here. I was gonna poke over the tank, but I was like, if he shoots and splashes, man, I'll die. And he was like, no, well then make it look like you're backing up, so he turns his gun, then drive forward, so that way the bloom on Artie goes in really bad. And luckily he shoots. Sadly, I don't know, that time my HE did no damage. And that one high rolls for the 360 to kill him, thank goodness. I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of panicking. I thought he was gonna ram me and kill me, and oh, it would have been a heartbreak, right? So, now I'm trying to think of the right thing. Because it's a 1v4, and there's 3 higher tier vehicles, one being an SPG. And they got the tier 8 French heavy tank that has, you know, very decent hull armor and frontal turret armor, so I'm sitting there on 12 HP in a Tiger tank against 3 tier 8s and a tier 7, 2 of which are TDs, 1 is an OP heavy, and then 1's an RD. Like, I thought we were gonna lose. So now I'm trying to think where the UDES is, right? Where the UDES was, I expected he would push up the middle. Like, when there's 3 tier 8s and an RD, you're not gonna cap the base, right? Like, you're not gonna do it. Not when it's 4-on-1. But the UDES comes up exactly where I was expecting him to, and I was able to shut him down with that gold round. And yes, I am shooting gold because I'm on 12 HP, and I want to win the game. So, I mean, plus I'm also marking, so at this point it was more of a, the less I have to aim, the better. And so, now I'm just panicking. Oh my goodness, I don't know how that penetrated. I literally just got scared. I'm like, dude, really, I'm about to die here. And he comes around the corner super aggressive. I don't know why he doesn't shoot me in the head right now. You actually see him shoot and miss, and then the Yag comes around the corner, and oh man, now I'm just freaking out. I'm able to put him to his lower plate. Whew! I tell you what, at this moment here, I was jittering, almost standing up. You know, the team's cheering me on. I'm just kind of, like I said, I had to sit there for a little bit because my hands were actually out of control. So now I ended up shutting down the tier 8 heavy tank, which was a 3-shot for me. He had about 800 HP. I got the 1-shot J Panther, and then also that 1-shot Unis, which ended up making it a 1v1 against their Artie. So now in this situation, I'm like, well, Artie likes to hide in those bushes, so I send a round just to see. Because I was hoping if he was there and if I were to hit him, maybe he would shoot, blind shoot, and I send the second round, which would have killed him if he was there. And now I'm just trying to slow play it, that way I can spot him without him spotting me. Either way, with 12 HP, it's kind of bad. So I'm taking it super patient looking around for him. And I mean, after getting all the way to this corner and not getting spotted or anything, not spotting him, I just assume he can't be here, right? Like, there's no way. Either I would be spotted and dead, or he would be spotted, but he's not. So now, I'm just gonna jump on Cap, because, I mean, I had a really good game. I'm not gonna risk losing it. Now watching down the ice road just to see if maybe he can push and pull that little rock. Fell back over there, so he's sitting there watching the Cap. And oh my, he jumps on Cap and starts it. But if you look at the timer up top, I don't have to worry about it because I got on Cap just fast enough that we can win without him. The only issue, he can shoot across the map. I can't. He shoots and stuns me. Luckily, it did no damage, so it did not reset. And my buddy is like, shoot the tower down, just shoot, load HE, shoot the tower down. And so, I mean, I'm like, okay, whatever, here's some HE. Now look, tell me how that fell short 3 inches away and that one did nothing. I thought you had to slash the bottom of it to break it. So I just started shooting everything on it. I don't even care. And you'll see the Artie shell this actually works. The Artie shell hits right at the base of the tower. So it's just something nice to do. And so now he fired then, and I don't know if he's using the big gun or not, so I have to assume he'll be able to shoot again. Now I'm just gonna hug all the way up against this and just hope that he can't flip around it. But either way, we end up securing the win. Like I said, some players would have tried to go and kill him to get the top gun. Let the AMAX have the top gun. I don't want it. That's fine. But now, so now I'm just gonna hug the hill, hope we win. And luckily he doesn't shoot, which, hey, that's good for us. That is the end of the video. Pretty much we cap it out, we win. Most players would have went to go try and kill him, but I mean, after doing what I did, I'm not risking that for a Top Gun medal, because honestly, I mean, Top Gun medals aren't that hard. You can literally just kill steal for them. But either way, this was just a showcase. One of, if not my favorite tier 7 tank. Like the Tiger one, that's all I can really say. I have been having games like this like for the past couple nights with this tank, trying to mark it. Not quite as insane as this one or as clutching as this one, but high, like 3k damage games, 4k damage games in a Tiger 1, like that's insane. Most people do that in like a T29 and think they're gods because they sat on a hill. But I mean, being able to do that in a Tiger in a brawling scenario against higher tiers, that's kind of a good feeling. So I believe actually this game was one that led to this 2 Mark of Excellence, or if not, it was the very next one. But anyways, that's going to be the end of this video. I'll throw up the end plates in a little bit. But yeah, I mean, it was a good game in the Tiger. I wanted to show it off to everybody else, and I hope you guys have a good night. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Kiss you wherever you are, and I'm gonna miss you. I will never lie. Call me whenever you need someone, babe. We're running in the jungle of love. Jungle of love. Listen to my conditions, I got you on my mind. You were stuck in my head.